Welcome to the fourth View and Do in the Familiar Essay segment of the course. This is on Tchaikovich, her essay Envy. Here I want to talk about structure. Structure is very important for the nonfiction writer, and Tchaikovich's essay is a good example of how such a writer structures her essay. Let's go through what I've written here. The problem of how to tell a tale, and that's the problem of the nonfiction essay, because you're dealing with what really happens. So what do you put in and what do you leave out? And structure helps you do that. So any writer runs up against the insidious demands of linear presentation of material because chronology dissipates all the emphatic force of the narrative. In other words, you have to make something dramatic in order for the reader to pay attention. And ordinary reality is not dramatic, so you have to do particular things, and structure is one of them. You have to, of course, build scenes and create character and all those sorts of things too, but structure is one of the main ways that you make your essay dramatic, so your reader will want to read it. Okay, and you should use the immediate past tense. The events that you're narrating should appear to have happened just yesterday or last week, not in the distant past. Graphical elements. Use white space. As part of the composition, it indicates change of time and place, or change in scene. Tchaikovich is a master at this. She uses white space throughout her essay. There's 12 sections, and she uses white space as a structuring element, a structuring device to provide transitions between the different times and places and so forth. And it gives the reader an idea of what's important and what's not important. And white space also kind of gives you the idea of what is left out and why that might be important too. Okay, so this permits what's called a segmented essay. And you could do this in other ways. You could use the beginning sentence in all of your sections. You could do something where you put asterisks or headings or whatever. Other ways to structure the essay with an alternate narrative. You could have two different narrators and go from one to the other so that we can see, two different perspectives on the same idea. You could do a kind of a structuring motif on some kind of game, for instance. I've had an essay in the past where the person is playing hockey, and each of the segments is distributed by the kinds of plays, the kinds of parts of the game that kind of influence real life, or is a metaphor for real life. Okay, these are the other kinds of structuring motifs you should pay attention to: juxtaposition, parallelism, patterning, accumulation, and journaling. Take a look at that. So think about the various structuring modalities I've listed above and discuss Tchaikovich's essay in terms of structure. Take the opportunity to brainstorm your own essay in terms of structure. These view and do's should be always used as pre-writing for your essay, so take this opportunity to talk about structure and your essay. Okay? All right, thanks.